These are the best in-ear and more comfortable headphones Apple has ever made, or so they say. Hey guys, welcome back. I am Danny, your friendly tech amigo. Now let's talk about the AirPods 4th generation and why they're so easy to recommend and so difficult to love. No tip in the ear, and Apple has claimed to be the most comfortable ones yet. I'll go into that in a minute. Here we have the AirPods 4th generation with the active noise cancellation, and even though they're very similar to the AirPods Pro 2nd, they are still unique in their own way. I will make a comparison video in the next week or two with the AirPods 4 and the AirPods Pro 2nd gen, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit subscribe and you hit that bell so you don't miss out on any new content coming from me in the next coming weeks. As always, let's start off with the visuals, the case. Now keep in mind I do have the AirPods 4th with the ANC, the active noise cancellation. That comes with a few more perks rather than the normal ones that don't have the ANC. They don't have a couple other things. For example, like they don't have the speaker at the bottom. And this is very, very useful, especially when you lose your AirPods or you misplace them or whatever you want to call it. You can use Find My and it makes a clear enough noise that you can find them even when they're under, I don't know, let's say your blanket. I use them a lot when I'm in bed. Why? Because I use noise cancellation while I'm reading. I am a very, very, very distracted person. So anything that noise distracts me. Oh, look at my hair. I gotta fix that. Hold on. Now next to the speaker you have a USB-C port which you can charge your phone via USB-C cable, and or you can use your Apple Watch charging puck. It lines perfectly with the magnets. You can also use the MagSafe charger that you can use your phone and stuff with, but it doesn't really align with the magnets because this is a very, very, very pequeño case. Now this is not the comparison video, but I just wanted to show you guys the size difference. This is the AirPods Pro's 2nd gen case, and this is the AirPods 4th gen case. Same size and thickness, but when you rotate them, you can't even see that it's behind here. Yep, that's it. Now this is a great size to put into that small pocket of your jeans or a small compartment inside your backpack or even a small travel bag. But along with that small case, you do get a shorter battery life, running a total of 4 hours with the ANC turned on and 5 hours with no noise control on. And with the case itself, you get 20 hours in total playback with noise cancellation on and 30 hours with no noise control on with the case. Now, those 4 hours that I mentioned before kind of have a big impact, but you can put them into the case for about 5 minutes and they have fast charge, so you will get about an hour's worth of listening time or 45 minutes with ANC turned on. For normal use, that's not bad, but I go to Japan and that flight is 14 hours. Also, there is no button on this new case, but rather a sensitive area. When you double tap, that enables using a Bluetooth connection, but be careful because if you tap more than twice, you can accidentally reset these to factory settings. That is ridiculous. That is a big Apple no mames, especially because you don't have a physical button. So I did this when I was trying to pair it up with my wife's phone, and I did triple click or quadruple click or something click. Not click actually, just tap. It reset it, and when I tried to put them on using my phone, I couldn't because it reset to factory settings. If you've been part of this channel, if not, go ahead and subscribe. I'll wait. Thank you. You know that I am a huge button lover. I'm really upset that they did take the button out for this. Maybe it's, you know, cost reduction or whatnot, but they should have left it on. They should have. Now, as far as the actual earbuds, first thing you see when you open up the case is that there is no ear tips. I've had a lot of people within the last video that I made saying that they don't like the ear tips because it hurts their ears. I personally don't have any issues with or without ear tips, or so I thought. More into that later in the video. And well, this is what Apple calls, and I quote, physical fitness. The new internal architecture and a refined contour provides a natural and secure fit for more people than ever. Honestly, I am one of those people. Like, I've done a couple tests where I put them in. Hold on, I'll put them in right now. I put them in and they just fit perfectly. They just fit right on there. They don't go anywhere. They don't do anything. They fit right on there. I can do a little shake and they don't come off. They do come slightly off, but I can just pop them right back in. No issues. And they are pretty comfortable once I put them in the first time. Later on in the video, I'll get as to why I don't think that these are the most comfortable earbuds ever. Now, as far as when I'm eating or chewing gum, I chew a lot of gum. So if I'm doing this, they seem to just slightly come out of position. And when I have noise activation on, this is very bad because the noise cancellation goes in and out, as you might assume, because of the no ear tips. So as I'm chewing gum or I'm eating or doing something on my lunch break, whatever it is, and I'm having jaw motion, it just comes out of my ear. Like Apple said, it is for more people than ever. So maybe not 100%. They did not state 100% of the people. A lot of us use AirPods when we're, watching a movie, and while we're watching a movie at home or watching a Netflix or whatever, or Apple TV, we are eating something. We're having popcorn. So that is something that is no good as well. But if you're thinking about buying these in the near future, just keep in mind that they are comfortable the first time you put them in, but after a while, they do kind of get a little uncomfortable, and actually they kind of hurt. But then again, this is for my ears. Everybody has different size ears, so that could be something different. Well, that was everything on the visual side. So let's talk about what's actually on the inside, and I'm talking about the hardware. We do have the H2 chip that we have in the AirPods Pro 2nd gen, not the AirPods Max. I don't know why, but not there. This H2 chip makes the audio come out of these spectacular, especially for the price point. You can have the $129 with no active noise cancellation and have amazing sound quality, or you can buy the active noise cancellation for $179 and you still get the H2 chip. You also get spatial audio and head tracking with the H2 chip, which is very nice. Spatial audio I love when I'm watching movies, not so much when I'm listening to music on Apple Music. Not a fan of that. Head tracking, definitely not for me. I've said this way before in all my videos. I do not like head tracking, nor do I activate it. Mostly activate spatial audio when I'm watching a movie or a series or something that has to do with that, unless it's classical music. And yes, I do listen to classical music when I'm working on some projects or something. Now, there's also something that bothers me a lot, and that may be like a software issue, which I'll get to later on in the video. And on the official Apple page, it does say that these have a dual beamforming as well as an inward facing microphone, which makes me think that there's 3 microphones on each one of the earbuds, and that helps reduce the noise getting to your hearing, which is the active noise cancellation. Now, I stated hardware, we're going to go into software, and if you have Apple products, you know that the hardware and the software just magically combine and they work so seamlessly well together. But here's where I have issues. Now let me know in the comments down below if you have AirPods 4th generation with ANC or no ANC and you're experiencing same or similar issues that I'm about to comment. Now, like I said, I do listen to a lot of music on these AirPods, but for some reason the bass goes in and out, and that's very disturbing. Maybe I'm being too picky, but let me know down in the comments below. But there's just bass, and then all of a sudden it's like ding, and it just bothers me because I know that's not how it's supposed to sound. Now, another thing that this might play an effect is that inward facing microphone that I mentioned earlier. When they kind of come off, I tend to push it in a little bit, and I think that the sensors think, oh, move me around, so I got to readjust. So I push it in a little bit, and I hear a big difference in the audio that's coming into my hearing. So that just it just bothers me so much when I'm trying to enjoy a song or I'm watching a movie and they kind of get out of my ear, and then I push it back in, and then you hear something completely different. Or the ANC just kind of cancels for a second until it repositions itself and then it activates again. I don't know why, but those are the issues that I've been having so far. Now, I've been using these for about a week and a half, so hopefully this is a software update and we do get patches in the future. And this is something that Apple has been doing very frequently, just saying that something works, shipping it, and it doesn't work. It doesn't have the software they promised us. They didn't promise us anything in particular for these AirPods, but it's just something, and I've been talking about this with a lot of my friends and stuff, that Apple just seems to not care about the actual user experience anymore. Now, as far as the head movement, where you have an incoming call and you nod yes and it answers the phone, or you nod your head no and it declines it, I haven't really tried it because nobody calls me, everybody just texts me. But I'm going to do some trials for the long-term use of these AirPods, and I'll see if that actually works. Surprisingly enough, Siri does respond to everything that I've asked so far, and we all know that Siri doesn't like taking orders. So for this to actually work might be a good software update from the 18 to 18.1 beta that's on my iPhone, and maybe that just works well, and maybe with the 18.1 that comes out to the public, it'll work even better. But for right now, Siri's working okay, I might say. Siri's being a good little assistant. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to make a comparison video between the AirPods 4th with ANC and the AirPods Pros 2 later on in a few weeks. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss anything from me. So Danny, after all this yappering, what's your conclusion? Well, like I said, they're very easy to recommend because they do have the ANC, the transparency, the adaptive mode. They do have a force sensor so you can pause, play, rewind, but they still have some issues, and that is why they're easy to recommend, but they're hard to love. I want to love these, but I still love my AirPods Pro 2nd Gen. That's why I gotta make a comparison video. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I am Danny, your friendly tech amigo. Take care. Peace.